What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vanguard D Nice, and I'm back at it with another video. Well, honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to let this video come out today or tomorrow because your boy recently had surgery today, so I'm still feeling the effects of anesthesia, so I'm not all the way there. But as I was just home, resting, looking through YouTube, checking out, my man Duty, Snort Hogan, Snort Pinnell, I haven't seen Phil again talk about he's going to be taking down Detractor videos, and I'm like, you know what? All right, Phil, I'm gonna get this video on you. So let's see how start on this second take of his.
Do not work with any other YouTube channels. I'll clarify something for all of you. I don't work with any YouTube channels at all.
Of course not, Phil. And I thank God, because the last time he was on a different person, another one's channel, Side Scrollers, it took them 5 hours just to do the interview. Every question, Phil, he gave him a 15-minute response. He didn't go straight to the answer, kept beating around the bush that even Craig was getting annoyed. Adam definitely was getting tired of it. So no, Phil, nobody wants to work with you on that.
Oh, I have no collaborations. I have no partnerships. I don't work with anyone.
Phil, you really said you don't want any ads anyways. You said it yourself. You want to be crowd-funded, and you are somewhat crowd-funded, but you force that through your dents with all the begging.
Anyone out there is using my content, they are not have my permission to do it. However, people can do it within the realm of fair use. So if someone out there is using my stuff as a transformative work, meaning they're adding commentary, they're adding criticism, they're editing it to get a point across.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to rectify this real quick. What he means that if you're going to criticize him in the way that he likes it. Don't criticize him on stuff that he does, again, such as begging, his lying, all this other stuff. If you criticize that, he'll literally try to get your video taken down. He's done this in the past before with the Detractor purge that happened last year. Not only that, he did this again quite a few years back. I forget the year when he did it the very first time. And matter of fact, he didn't do it, but he ordered one of his audience members, I believe it was Superhound, to do that. And that's where they messed up. And the sad part about that is it didn't work. Only a couple months later, backfires on him, and he ends up getting 2 copyright strikes.
That's allowed. If there's someone out there who is literally just ripping my content raw and re-uploading it, that is completely illegal and always has been and always will be on YouTube.
There's 2 people I know he's talking about. I won't mention their names. I don't want their channel getting in trouble because I mentioned them. But I know which 2 he's talking about. So for those 2, just be careful over here. But I know you guys already said that you're not worried about Phil. Y'all do what you ever have to do to defend your channel and make sure it's protected.
YouTube, and it's not allowed. So there's a big difference, but no, I don't work with anyone else out there. I don't have any collaborations with any other people.
Again, Phil, you're an extremely hard person to work with. Even Keem had a difficult time just to get a conversation with you. As a matter of fact, I imagine if you did the Low Cal podcast, I don't think it would have been all that great because you would have ended up taking 20 minutes just to even respond to one thing, Phil.
Just so you know. Excuse me.
Phil, just respond to the question quickly as possible because you take too long just to even read, a 2-sentence line? It takes you literally 5 minutes just to read the whole thing and try to understand it. That's some good water. That is some really good water. I wonder what this question's all about. How can I compute this one?
If you're saying that someone just said, I think your podcast gets uploaded raw somewhere, let me know and I'll shut it down. I need to know. I don't know where it is. I don't have time to look for it. If you send me the information.
First and foremost, Phil, you know who it is. You already know who's doing it, so that's not a surprise there. And secondly, and I'm just now thinking about this, I thought you said you don't want any more drama, Phil. I thought you said that, and here you are creating this drama once again. I mean, I don't get it, Phil. I don't get it. You say you don't want drama, but then you got this drama going on. Okay. And not only that, Phil, but like I said, the last time you pulled this stuff, you played Russian roulette and end up almost getting your channel taken down from 2 strikes. If you do this again, your channel may not survive. It might actually get 3 strikes taken down. You might not be able to get it back. Really, Phil, it's really pathetic. And you know what? Duty's right. You need a friend. Not a yes man friend. Not a friend that's gonna kiss your ass and all that stuff, but a friend that's gonna go to you and say, Phil, you're wrong. Phil, no, stop doing this. It can't be me, because you and me will definitely get into a lot of physical altercations, because you get my blood going quite a bit, Phil. But you really need a friend, and I don't mean even cat. You need an actual outside friend who's gonna check you. But there's something else I've been wanting to say, Phil. Not a lot of people are gonna say it, but I'll say it. You talk about how you got a lot of problems going on between your gout, which I do believe. You also mentioned blood work. You know, that has me thinking that, and I agree with Duty on this one, that I believe you're pre-diabetic, but something I've also been thinking about. You might also be dealing with high blood pressure, Phil. And I believe that more because of the amount of stuff you eat. I mean, when I look at your face, it looks droopy, it looks a little bit pale. Those are early signs of a stroke. And that's something you'll want to feel. And what I mean by that, signs of a stroke, just how you look, just how the way you move and function. It doesn't look good. And here's the thing, Phil, depending the severity of the stroke, it could be a mild stroke, it could be a really bad stroke. A mild stroke, I can see you, recovering pretty decently and all that stuff. But a really bad stroke where you lose functionality of your body part, not good, Phil, because then guess what? That means Kat's gonna have to really take care of you. In other words, give you baths, those other stuff, whatever, if she wants to. And if she can't, then she'll have to sign you to assisted living. And if you can't afford assisted living, then you can wind up in a nursing home, Phil. You don't want to wound up in a nursing home, Phil. Trust me when I tell you that. Because guess what? You have to get up and go to bed when they want you to. You have to eat whatever food they got, whatever. And a lot of times it's not the food that you hope for. You also have to take whatever meds they're going to prescribe. You really can't deny it. So in other words, all that snorting, whatever they'll give you, that medication for your gout, whatever. And not only that, I almost forgot. If they feel like you can't really, swallow, you feel good, then they can put you on ground or parade. But that's something I don't want happening to you, Phil. I really don't. I actually want to see you healthy, believe it or not, because I actually enjoy clowning on you. But the way you're going, Phil, I believe by 47, I can see you having a stroke. I wouldn't say live, hopefully never live, but behind the scenes, because again, going back to earlier this year, you were saying you were having something going on. Again, I still believe that your wife was giving you the ultimatum that you don't get together, she was going to leave. But then again, maybe you was having a health problem there. Maybe you was. But really, Phil, you need to get it together, man. You need to go into the bathroom, look in the mirror and say, you know what? I need to stop this. I need to stop being this. I need to stop taking things so seriously. I need to chill out and just stop with the drama and just chill out and just make fun content. If you start doing that, Phil, believe me, I'll leave you alone. Duty will end up leaving you alone. A lot of people leave you alone, but you just won't do that because you're too prideful. You're too headstrong, Phil.
You can email me. I'll look for it and I'll shut it down.
Phil, are you really that dinosaur? Are you really still this dinosaur talking about emails? Seriously, Phil? Seriously. There are 2 content creators that I follow on YouTube. One is named A Crab Named Hella. The other one is Mixy1. If I ever need to get in contact with them, I'll just shoot them a little hit on Discord, whatever, in one of the Discords or maybe Twitter, and that's just about it. If I really want to talk to them. But you, Phil, why is with the email? What's up with the email? Like you have a not so secret Discord. Why can't they shoot it that way, Phil? I mean, what's the problem? You're just really pathetic.
Down. I can already tell you this is funny. So we talked about this.
Phil, this is not funny. It's really, really not funny. It's actually asinine that you're still wanting this kind of drama and you keep claiming you don't want this drama. Yet you're created. That's why not in my opinion, this is what I call a fact. You are the drama king. That's right, the drama king on YouTube at this point. I kept saying that LTG was more ahead of you. I don't believe that anymore. I believe you're worse than LTG. I believe you take that crown, Phil.
A day or two ago that someone apparently was outright ripping my raw streams here and just reposting them to their channel. No commentary, no criticism, just stealing my content outright. Someone told me about it. That person just hid their whole channel.
Again, Phil, I checked out that person's channel. That's the content's still up there. So unless somebody I'm not aware of, Phil, they're still gonna post it. And they're not afraid of you, Phil. They are not afraid of you. Let that sink in.
It's gone now. You can't even find it. They hid all their content. So that way, so Phil can't try to actually use the law to strike me down legally, which I should be doing.
If he means YouTube law, then something like that, because YouTube had that set up back with the adpocalypse. That's the reason why it's in effect. Other than that, it's not really a big giant law. Maybe in Phil's world it is.
Because they stole my content. They hid their whole channel. Funny, huh? But yeah, if you see that on Spotify, if someone's ripping my content and putting it on Spotify, I didn't condone that. That needs to stop.
Alright, I'm just gonna say this much. Phil, if that is true, that person's got too much time in their hands. And secondly, I don't think they're doing that. I actually believe you go out and look at these channels yourself and trying to make some type of content and story out of it. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're not continuing the rest of this. That'll be it, because it's only like 1 second. It's probably just some nonsense you're going to say anyways. I mean, it's just ridiculous with this guy. Absolutely ridiculous. Last year, Phil was tolerable, but this whole year, he's just become so intolerable to the point of you got a lot of people that were just trying to be just regular viewers, such as myself now, like, you know what, the hell with it. I'm going to start being attracted because Phil is just unfreaking believable. He's just unbelievable. The stuff he just continues to do. And this is why, Phil, you will remain the king of the locales. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to sign off for tonight. Your boy is still feeling the anesthesia. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.